Activision presents a smashing blast from the past. Fasten your seatbelts for a Beanox recreation.
Prepared and ready to stream. Except he's not. He never is. He's the worst. I hate him. But God, does he look cute in a diva outfit. By golly, do I. I gotta set up this lapel mic. If I set it up, I mean I gotta wear it. And then every once in a while, someone's going to have to tell me if it sounds good. Do it right here. Grab onto the shirt, you basket case. Basket case. Is that... Can you say that? Can you say that nowadays? I think you can. I think you can get away with it. I think we'll be fine. Okay. Oh, I've been looking really forward to this. This is Crash Team Racing. Crash. Yeah. So back on the PS1, for us old people, we had a game called Crash Team Racing. I'm sorry, I'm just making sure I have everything in front of me, like, you know, people to talk to. I gotta go through these pages and accept the 42 pages of licensing. And now the 28. Oh my goodness. So we can do loads. We can go with normal adventure. We can go nitro fueled or classic. Also, a friend told me not to play on hard. They were like, don't play hard. And I instantly said, I'm gonna play hard. But I don't know if I should run in on hard. Let me go on medium for now. And then if we get used to those mechanics, who we got? We got all the warriors? Who are these dudes? These are dudes probably from the game. Wait. Okay. Oh, wait. Beginner, intermediate, advanced. Okay, so there's like a couple menus you can go through to be like, I want to see. Ripperoo, what's Ripperoo on? Beginner. Oh yeah, Babu, man. Intro, nitrous oxide. You'd actually get this dude. If you bought a more expensive version of the game, they would just give you this dude. Fake Crash. Oh yeah! Oh, that's hot. Nash. I've heard of Nash before. He was... Oh. That's just some, like, crisps. Dude, Crunch is in this game? Crunch wasn't even until, he wasn't even in the games till, what was it? Wrath of Cortex. Why is he in here? Entros. I wonder if how many these include... I wonder if this, like, goes through the roster of... Oh my goodness. They did it. I was so hoping they would. And they did it. That looked kind of like Ratchet and Clanky. Oh, I like Blue Coco. Princess Coco. Oh my. Can we... So we have... They must have Classic Crash. Classic Crash. Oh gosh, that's a cutie pie. Right there. What about Cortex? Oh my goodness. They need to remake Crash Bash. Why did they get Twiger? Oh, I love your boy. Okay. I'm really happy with that. So I want to play as Classic Coco. That looks amazing. That's a really nice model. I wish they would shove these into Insane Trilogy as well, because I honestly preferred that model to that. Nothing against like how they redid the models. I just think these are cute, but I'm gonna rock the new one. Let's see how we do with it. Like, you know, and we can swap things over as we go. Ooh, wheels. So these are just pretty much okay. I like those. Paint job. So we can really go in there. We can do whatever we wish. Okay. Stickers. Oh, gosh. That's cool. I really like that. Do I want that one or do I want that one? I think I want that one. Yeah. Oh man, I'm already feeling really good about this game. They already made me feel really good about it. Just with those models. The fact that there's classic models, because I was like literally just about to say before we clicked on the character, I was like, I hope they make it so you can play as like the old sort of like old style models. And already they've hit it out of the park on that feature. Oh, well done.
Greetings, creatures of this planet. I come to compete.
So, you pesky earth slugs like to race, eh? Well, I, Nitrous Oxide, am the fastest racer in the galaxy. I travel the stars looking for creatures to test my skills.
It's a little game I call Survival of the Fastest. Here's the way we play.
I challenge the best driver of your world to a race for the planet. If your driver wins,
I'll leave your miserable little rock alone. But if I win, I will turn your entire globe into a
concrete parking lot and make you my minions.
Seems fair.
Get ready to race for the fate of your planet.
I need to know where my external like keyboard is so I can eat during the streams.
Welcome to the adventure area. You can travel around this area and practice your driving skills. The dots and stars on the map represent warp pads which lead to races. When they flash, it signifies they are open to play. To access a racetrack, drive into a warp pad that has an active warp vortex, and it will take you to the track's starting line. Finish the track in first place to win a trophy. As you collect more trophies, other tracks will unlock. Good luck and drive fast.
Oh man. I think... Why is that? Oh gosh. Customize, please. Oh no, is there no way to change the controls? Oh no. Oh wait, options. Controls. Oh, thank goodness. Standard, alternative. Seriously? Oh no, there's no way to shove accelerate. Oh no, that is how you shove accelerate on it. Okay. What's brake then? Well, that's... Okay, so there's... Let me just get my bearings a little bit in this starting area. This, I tell you what, this feels really good, and I'll tell you one reason. The amount of speed that you pick up within seconds is like immense. It's so, like, look at this, like, so it feels really good. There must be a brake. What's the brake? What's that do? There's a little thing. If I press triangle.
You must first collect the number of...
Whoops, didn't mean to do that. If I press triangle, you can see it like changes this little meter down in the bottom right. So what? And then that changes the camera. And that's, okay. But like, look at how much speed you just pick up. Like, that is crazy. You just pick that up out of nowhere. You add a drift to that. You're like living in Drift City right here. That is sick. So, alright, so if you drift for too long going on one, like that, is there anything to say like you're going to spin out?
You must have a boss key to open this door.
Dude keeps coming in and talking to me. I'm just trying to race around, dude. I want to do like a time trial, basically.
Beat the boss in the boss race.
Oh man, I'm feeling like this feels so good. I saw an article recently saying something like, this is better than Mario Kart. I can't remember who said it, right? And obviously I don't have enough time right now on my hands to say yes or no. But like, it's a contender. Like, it's a contender. Definitely. Just from what I'm playing with right now, it feels so smooth and slick. I really like that. Right, let's get some racing done, because I don't want people just sitting here getting bored because I'm like just driving around in a circle. I don't know how to reverse. That's an issue. Oh, you press back. But you don't press, like, what it is you hold backwards on the stick. Right stick doesn't seem to do much or anything. Oh gosh, I don't know how to just instantly... So how do I brake? Is it square? Square's brake? Yeah, the square's brake. And how does that stop? It stops. It kind of stops like you're driving in the rain. You know? Or like you're braking slowly. It's not like a full brake. I wonder if I like double tap it, if it will do like a really hard brake. That'd be a cool thing. We will see. We will absolutely see. Take sharp turns more easily by power slide. Well, one of my buttons that it's showing there actually changes the camera. So obviously the tips don't change depending on your control setup. But yeah, no, the control setup I'm playing with is not the control setup you would play with back in the day on the PS1. I'm not sure about the PS2 version. I haven't played the PS2 version in so long. I'll tell you what though, I wish I could swap the jump button from L1 to R1 and then change around the change camera to like L1, R1. And I wish I could also change reverse to L2. Hopefully they'll do something, because I reckon like a lot of people probably feel the same way I do. So it's probably going to be like one of those things where as we go, maybe they'll put in more play styles. I don't know what button is. Okay, the circle is activate. That's absolutely fine. But no, as far as I can tell, so far, absolutely solid. Like, it feels so good, feels so smooth and silky. I really, really like it. I'm happy. I'm a happy customer. Oh no, hitting the thing. I'm now thinking like, I might buy this on the Switch as well. Like, I'm playing this currently on the PlayStation 4. But I might like also buy this on the Switch. Just because like my version of Mario Kart is not digital, it's a physical version, so I don't have like a racing game to play forever on the go, you know? But like this feels so smooth. Like, I think this would be a really nice game to just like have a pick up and play version of. Honestly, with the Switch, like, I don't have many digital games. Do I have any digital games on the Switch? I don't think I have any digital games, and that's kind of where like systems like that really thrive. Like, obviously, yeah, like the cartridges aren't very big anyway, so you can really like, you could probably stuff like 30 cartridges in your pocket if you really wanted to. But I feel like they really do well, just with a digital version of a Switch game. I want to get Smash Digital, actually. Just because I feel like that's a good game to just have wherever you go. And, yeah, no, I'm liking this. Even, like, rewards are really nice as well. I think a lot of people might feel like, I want everything from the get-go, or whatnot. But I like rewards in racing games. Not only does it give you, like, a reason to play stuff over and over again, it's just, like, nice when you get to the end of a track and it's like, hey, did you know? You can now paint your car a slightly lighter blue. No, it just adds a little something. Feels good though. If you're on the fence, I would say, like, from what I've played, this 7 minutes of what I've played are really good. But obviously, who knows? Maybe I'll change my mind. I doubt it, but maybe.
You can go faster through turns by power sliding. Press the power slide button.
Yeah, no, I knew that, dude. I feel bad kind of skipping. You've unlocked a new sticker. Cool. I feel bad kind of skipping dialogue because obviously they worked and got the dude back in.
Congratulations. You have just earned your first customization
But I just kind of want to go.
You can change and customize your character and cart in the pause menu.
Yeah, I saw that already. Fantastic. Aku looks amazing. I wish Aku had a, I think his name is Aku. I'm sorry if I'm getting names wrong. But I wish he had like a little cart as well, like little floating head. Maybe like one of his alternative skins is like the fry box from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. That says 1 key. I don't have any keys. So where am I supposed to go? Will it work? Is it saying there's 1 key I can get here? No, right. Well, there's glowing portals over there. I'm sorry, it has been a while since I played like Crash Team Racing. Obviously, I haven't played this version yet. I got it like last night at midnight, but I was like, I'm gonna wait and stream it for when I play it first time. So yeah. Someone messaged me this morning. They're like, "Dude, have you played it?" I'm like, "No, not yet." He's like, "Oh my gosh." I'm not gonna spoil it, but no, he didn't say that. But he was bragging. He was bragging, man. He was bragging about how it was good. But like, yeah, no, it instantly feels great. It just, like that. Sometimes in games you just touch a controller and you're like, you're on the fence. I like instantly, as soon as I press that that go button and it didn't work, change the controls so the go button is the one I want, and then absolutely fantastic. Maybe you get used to using the X button. I'm not sure. If I went back and played the version on the PS1, which I do own. I own it on the PS3, so I could totally do like a in-house comparison for myself. But see how I feel about it. But yeah, no, it just feels solid on here. What do apples do? Are apples like hit points? Do they work like in Mario Kart with coins? That'd be interesting. I wanted to slide. Oh no, got stuck in the mud. Yo, is that Cortex? What is that? What is that? Oh, it's Crunch. No, that's not Crunch. That's Tiny. Is his name Tiny? Oh, it's been a while. It has been a while. I don't know what I sped up just then, so I don't know like what happened, but in my mind I thought maybe what happened is someone instantly hit the TNT box I dropped, and because the explosion happened right behind me, it sped me up, which if that's how it works, that's absolutely sick. I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't think I'm going to do very well in this race, but we'll see, Maybe I'll bring it back, you know. Gosh, I bet online races for this are going to be super fun as well. I bet a lot of this is going to be really good. Oh, I'm only going to get third. Once I get drifting down, don't worry, like we're going to be really going for it. I think the issue is sometimes I'm thinking like, why is that not, do you know, is that? Also, for some reason, right, I'm not using the stick. I've gone straight to the D-pad, and I'm not sure why. I've only just sort of noticed. I sort of like felt it, and I'm like, oh, that's not a stick. I do want to retry. Okay, Sorry for anyone who thinks this is wasting their time, me retrying a track, but like honestly, I think this time we're gonna smash it. I got a better layout of the track. I know what's coming up. I think we're gonna smash it. I think it's really just gonna be straightforward. Get in there, get the points. We're gonna be done. First place all the way. Let's go. I haven't figured out the speed boost off the start yet, but it's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. If people can hear me smashing the stick and they would rather I played with a D-pad because it's quieter, then that's totally fine. Just say. Stop smashing the stick, man. I don't know, I feel like the D-pad feels like really solid though. Like it doesn't feel bad. Like in some games, like D-pads are just like, they turn me off a lot. A lot of people play like Street Fighter and stuff like that with a D-pad. Can I take one? No, I don't think so. I've not, maybe, do you know what I think it is? So if you're holding a drift, it's not like Mario Kart. Oh no. Because in Mario Kart, what will happen, right? If you're holding a drift, you don't have to be constantly leaning. You can take it off a bit. But I think in this game, the way it kind of works, either it's to do with like how long you've been doing it, because you see sparks coming out. It might be to do like how hard you're turning as well, because the wheels are lighting up as well. And I'm not sure. There's definitely, if you take a jump, right, and you land after like taking big air, then I don't like being behind this dude. Come on, don't touch the side. Get that speed, baby. Come on. Let's go. Yeah. Come on. Catch up to him. Go. No, second place. It won't make us go again though, will it? Surely it won't make us do that again. Like, we got good enough. What do you mean retry? That was good enough, right? We're just going to go out and do the other race. I don't want to do the same track 3 times in a row, because that is definitely not interesting for people. We're going to have to come back and do it anyway, but still. Like Mario Kart, I think you get boost from drifting for a while. Also, boop! How you doing, Grim? What's going on? How you feeling? You're very early in the stream today, 20 minutes only. No, I'm just jogging. Man, it feels good. It feels super good. This game feels solid, man. If you have like a Switch or I think it's on PlayStation and Xbox, whatever, you're thinking about it, dude, it's good. It'll probably eventually come to PC as well, but it'll probably be through Blizzard because of Activision and whatnot. Did I say how are you doing? I think I did. If not, how are you doing? I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling really good, though. You can tell, like, I'm really fast with the speaking. I'm really coming out here. Those, do you know what? Those FF7 streams I did felt so good as well. I've been really, really enjoying streaming recently. Not to say, like, I don't usually, but, like, something about, like, those streams just felt really good. Not sure if I'm able to watch. Internet's being trash. Oh, man, well. If you gotta do what you gotta do, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. What is this bar? Oh, nice. You can get like a little speed counter going on here as well. Oh, that's sick. Turtles. You did, and I'm doing good. And you, yeah, no, I'm feeling great, man. So wait, is that speed on it? Oh, like what? I wonder actually, I wonder if the drifts work off like doing multiple jumps. I'm sorry that I'm playing like trash right now. But hey, wait. Oh no. Oh, goodness. Yeah, no, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing pretty sweet. I'm doing pretty fly. Yeah. out of the way, guys. Come on. Oh. Literally turned the controller just then as well. Feeling solid. Gosh, we was gonna do a stream yesterday as well, right? I was thinking of, because I said last time streaming on Friday, because we're definitely streaming today, because this was out today. But I was thinking of doing dodging rockets. I was thinking of doing one yesterday, because yesterday my friend Pedro came out, and I had that on pre-order. Got my key, and that was all ready. And then I went to work in the morning. Did my like however many hours I did, and then like came home and I just like instantly started making pizza from the dough I made a couple days ago, and oh, that was a really good pizza. I did some like did some other stuff with it today. Like I put sausages on it, used different kinds of cheese. It really came out really well. Why am I not? Alright, okay. Sometimes you need to jump at a little bit more of an angle than I think you do. But yeah, and then like by the time I was done, it was like 9 at night, and we didn't stream. So we do need to stream that game. Okay, so you can't just flow those off. They are like actually, you need a little bit of precision with those. Also, I'm only in second. I put it on medium. Am I seriously gonna have to swap it over? I think I am. I'm gonna have to swap it over.
It might be time for an upgrade.
I can't believe this. This is bad. I can't believe this. I'm going to have to play on easy. The game's too hard. Someone said don't play on hard to me last night. They said, Ethan, I've played it. Don't play on hard. I can't believe this. On medium, I'm only getting second or third. And for the sake of the stream, if I wasn't streaming right now, honestly, we'd be sitting here on hard. And I'll just be trying to work through it as much as I can. But I can't. Oh no. Can you not swap it? Are we stuck? Are we stuck on medium? I think we are. Oh no. Crap. I've got to get good. Either that or we redo the starting race. I think we could do it. I think we could do it. If I really buckle down, we'll give it one more try. And we'll see what happens. Oh no. I just got to get good. Get goods in the chat. Get good. I'm not sure what the. I think I need to start hitting more of these. Well, not. I definitely need to hit more of those turtles. Going into corners, I need to be better. I need to be better at using items, boost pads. Gosh. I tried to throw that in front of that dude, but it just didn't work. I really took that corner nicely. But I got hit by the flame, which isn't great. Oh no. Down from first. Gosh. As long as we stay near them, I won't be too mad. Because we fell like really far back. Come on, that should get him. Fantastic. There's two versions of this as well. So there's Nitro fueled and then there's classic mode. I'm not sure what the classic mode will get me, but it will get me something. It's not, yeah, I need to figure out how these boosts work because I get drifting. Oh gosh, no. I thought it was, I think I need to get more apples. I need to get definitely better with the drift system. There you go. I don't want to restart the game, but I think I'm going to have to. What one are we on? Okay, we're on lap 3. Can we catch up? We buckle down, maybe. What meter signifies 3? That's what I need to know. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh no, I got hit by the fire as it hit him. And the thing's just coming up off the finish line. Oh no! I can't believe this. Coming in third. I'm gonna have to restart and go on easy. I know I'm gonna have to. It's embarrassing. Right into a wall.
It might
Oh, I
be
cannot
time
believe
for an
this.
upgrade.
Oh, damn it. I'm trash. I'm trash at this game. Oh, I can't believe. Why can't you just quickly swap the difficulty? That doesn't make sense. This is like a kid's game, and they're like hard locking you in. They're like, no. If you wanna, you wanna play Crash Bandicoot, you've got to like lock yourself into a difficulty. I'm afraid. I can't believe this. What's the extras? Scrapbook. Can I change it through here? Possibly. Absolutely not. Can you only play as... If I load it, can I only play as Coco? Right. Play with any item you have unlocked. Switch and customise your car. Set outfits. Right, we're going to have to go here. We're going to have to... Right. Randomise. We're going straight back to... Should we play as Cortex? This time we're playing as oh my goodness. Now that's a cutie. But do I want retro? Or I kind of want to rock the blue, honestly. Bodies. So I haven't got any of these. Paint job. Should we stick with the blue? Or should we go like a pink style? So no, I think the blue was really nice actually. And then let's just add a little sticker. Little crash base. Yeah. Let's go with these symbols this time for good luck. Card set. No, yeah. Ready it. Wait. Nearly messed up then. Nearly had a big issue going on there. I wonder how many other people have had to do this on stream. Restart to easy. Oh my goodness. No one. No one's had to. That's how many people have had to. No one else. Everyone else just deals with it. Everyone else is playing on hard and they're just like 100% masters of the game. There, I'm sitting here. Oh, it's too hard for me. Come on. There we go. That was weird. Oh, gosh. Let's have a talk about something. So I have a Plex that I shove like all my movies on, right? Because it's just easier to do that. And if you don't know what Plex is, it's basically like an online media server. But usually it's not like Netflix where everyone can connect to it and you all get you all get into it. It's like only you and the people you allow into it. So it's all personalised. It's like your own movies and whatnot. And like what I do is, like, I have a bunch of Blu-rays and TV series that I just cannot be asked to pop into the disc drive because I just don't want it. So the only way I can do it is if I leave my computer on, or so I thought. Looked into it, you can get a thing called a NAS. Well, I say NAS, it's an NAS actually, it's a NAS. But I think people call it NAS. And they're basically clouds that you run in your house. So instead of having like a big tower or laptop constantly on running a Plex server, you can do it through NASes. Anyway, I bought this like Western Digital thing, and I got it for like a decent price. I was like, oh, this is a really good price. And I was looking and I was like, can these drives do it? And everywhere I looked, they were like, yeah, these drives can do it, these drives can do it, whatever. Anyway, I buy it, I get it in, and I'm like, okay, so how do I set this up? You can't do it on the one I bought. The one I bought is like one of the exceptions, but everywhere I looked, no one said like, oh, you can do it except for on these specific drives. Oh, I'm so mad. It's so annoying. Because now I have to go out and spend like 100 or something, right? That's the whole idea. I didn't want to spend like 100 just to have some movies. But I guess that's how lazy I am. But now if I want to like follow through with my idea, that's what I have to do. Oh, it's crazy. And I work 2 days a week. So like, I ain't flowing in cash. That's next month's rent. Nah, it's not. Nah. If I really want to do it, then I'll do it. I've got to figure out what I want to do with the thing I've bought now. Because I can't just return it, because I got it on eBay. So I can't just be like, oh, this doesn't do what I want. That's not like a valid reason.
Congratulations, you win a trophy. You can go faster through turns by power sliding. Press the power slide button.
Oh,
Congratulations. No. You have just earned your first customization.
No, I didn't. I swear this like island used to be a big kind of circle. I can't remember. I need to look up gameplay of like Nitro Kart, because I'm not sure if Nitro Kart. I think this is based off the first one, but I'm not sure. And that's like, I don't know, man. I want to know. Are Nitro Kart tracks in this? I can't remember like Nitro Kart too well, really, because I was really young when I played Nitro Kart. I was like, you know.
Get in the slow lane, buddy.
Wasn't in my teenage years. Let's say that. When did I get an Xbox 360? I got a 360 when I was like going to secondary school. Or was I still in primary? When did the 360 come out? I probably got my first PS4 was I think about a year after the PS4 was out. And my first PS4 was actually imported from Japan because I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy. So, and I'm a big fan of like red PlayStations and stuff. Like I really like getting red PlayStations. Red or pink at least, because the PS2 one I got is pink. But the only way you could get a red PlayStation 4 at the time, because after that some other games came out with like red PS4s. But at the time the only way you really get a red PS4 was to import the Final Fantasy Type 0 PlayStation 4. So that's what I did. I later on, like when Marvel Spider-Man came out, which that was last year.
Check this
I actually picked up the PS4 Pro for that, so it's the one with the Spider-Man on it. Like, if you want to see it, there's a picture on my Instagram, I believe. Or you could just look up Spider-Man PS4 Pro. But yeah, no, I got that. But I don't know when I got the 360. I definitely didn't get a Xbox One till last year. I got the Xbox One about 7-8 months ago, when I started properly streaming again, when I got my Xbox One. Because one of the first proper streams I did was Viva Pinata. And I had to get an Xbox One to play Rare Replay, which I heard is now coming to Game Pass, so you can just play it on the PC. So if anyone wants to play like Banjo-Kazooie on your computer without emulating, you soon will be able to. Very nice. Easy wins now. How did I get so good? I don't know.
Congratulations.
No one
You
told me
win a
that.
trophy. To get a turbo boost while power sliding, wait until the smoke from your exhaust turns black. Then press the power slide button. If you wait too long, you'll hear a backfire sound and miss your chance for a boost.
Wait a minute. I've got to press the button. What button's that? What's the power slide button? Because there's two buttons for sliding. And he says when it turns black. From the exhaust. So it's that. Okay. Okay, I get it. That... If I knew that when we was playing medium, I bet we would have won. Ah! All these wasted times! Oh my goodness. Now I feel like an idiot. I already knew I didn't know how to do it, but it's like, oh. Okay. So, a while ago, me and Grim, I don't know if he's still here, or if he's isn't there actually crapped on him and he had to go. But he popped in the chat for a second. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. But like, you can like stack speeds as well. So if you get one, then you can then get another boost. Otherwise, it just stops and you have to restart the jump. Oh, that's interesting. Anyway, a while ago, me and him were talking about Avatar, the film. Because Avatar, the film, if you don't know, has basically been #1 grossing film in a cinema for years, since it came out. And me and him have both agreed, like, we don't really understand why it's still so popular. Personally, I didn't really like the film, but if you like the film, that's totally fine. That's your opinion, and I'm wrong in your eyes. That's absolutely fine. But Avengers are like really trying to get that #1 spot, because now what they've done is, if you haven't seen Endgame, there's something missing, right? There's just I'm not going to say what, but there's something, and people were a little bit angry about it, right? I was as well. I was like, why is this not here? But now they're re-releasing the film to include what was missing, to go back into the cinema. And I think what they're trying to do is get their #1 spot. Grim's still here. Yeah, Endgame. I think Endgame's the first movie to go into a cinema with DLC. No, it can't be. I'm sure I've heard of it before. First 3D huge movie. It's the reason. It's just I don't know. It wasn't great though. Quality of a film should matter more than 3D. I accidentally nearly booked Spider-Man tickets 3D. Oh, I wasn't going to be happy. The thing is, right, I'm a little bit angry as well about Avatar being up there, you know, ahead of all these other great films that have come out after it, you know. There's so many good films that have come out. And I'm thinking, you know, Endgame was good. It deserves to have that #1 spot in my eyes, at least.
Check this out.
So I'm thinking, do I buy another ticket and go see it? I have never gone and seen a film twice in a cinema before.
That's how it's done.
But I feel like that's a good enough reason to do it. Let's talk about Spider-Man for a second as well. I'm not going to talk about the trailer or anything because I haven't seen the trailer. It's literally just a story. But I guess let's talk about me buying tickets to go see a film. That's the story. I bought tickets to go see the new Spider-Man film. Day 1, midnight release. Actually, the day before midnight release. So, looking super duper forward to it. I was like, oh, I can't wait. I get to work, I check the rota.
Congratulations.
What's going on?
You win a trophy.
I work nights, okay? Guess who
When
was
you get a
scheduled on for the
TNT
night of
crate
that
on
movie's
your head,
release?
Start hopping immediately. If you react fast and hop enough
I was not
times,
happy.
the TNT crate will fall off your head before it explodes.
Sorry, what? What was he saying? Oh gosh, I think he said if I keep hopping. So if I keep hopping with a TNT, oh, that would have been really good to know actually. Okay, but yeah, no, I was scheduled in to work the night of the spike. Oh, I was so angry. Oh, so mad. Because I really wanted to go see it day 1, so people couldn't spoil the
Open
film
this
for me.
door, you must come in
Anyway,
first.
I got tickets for the day after now. I'm going on Tuesday in the afternoon. So if you're going to go see Spider-Man Tuesday in the afternoon and you see me, be like, oh, it's you. And I'll be like, what do you mean it's me? And I'll get really scared and paranoid. No, I'm trying to get to the other race, my
You
dude.
must have a boss key to
Don't
open
look so
this
angry,
door.
dude.
You can
I'm
race a
trying
boss
to get to the...
after beating.
I'm just trying to get over to the race. But yeah, no. Thing is, right, I bought these tickets, and I look at the email, and it says no refunds, no exchanges. Like, basically, if you bought tickets wrong, then you're done. Get out of here. We've got your money, and you ain't getting it back. Ah, was I mad? I was like, right, well, I'm going to have to, like, find friends that can go instead. Because I'm not wasting these tickets. I'm not giving money away, basically. I did that, and I also contacted the company to be like, can I get a refund on this anyway? I know your policy says no, but I just want to see. They gave me a refund. They just instantly were like, oh, don't even worry about it. We'll just give you a refund.
Get in the slow lane, buddy.
What a terrible policy. Why tell people you're not going to refund them if all they have to do is say, hey, can I get one? You instantly buckle. Oh, it was terrible. I hope this has got Nitro kart tracks, or if not, then I hope they add them, because
Let's go.
I would love to play with Nitro kart tracks. Because like Nitro kart has sick tracks, and I don't know if people remember Nitro kart, but basically there was parts where your car would actually like basically be hovering because the wheels would turn inwards and you would like magnetize to the track. It was really cool. I wonder what's the max you can drift for. Gosh. I missed that drift. Oh, that was like a Tony Hawk's drop-in. That was sick. Oh, come on. I'm feeling good about this. This game, I think, is going to do really well. If people aren't buying this, like, day one, I think it is going to do really well. I think this is going to pick up some traction. And if they support it as well, if they keep adding things to it, like, yeah, it's a contender. I would love to see them add stuff to this. I'm sure there's, like, a boatload of content. And I'm not just talking about, like, keep adding maps or something, because, like, honestly, the game looks great, it feels great. It'd be such a waste to just leave it, you know, in this, it's not unfinished, I'm not trying to say that, but it'd be such a waste to not expand with it, because they've got such a winner on their hands right here. This really does feel great. They could even rip out the guts, remove Crash and make their own entities. Which, like, I'm not saying that would be better, but I'm saying they don't have their own characters, do they? At the moment, they're just working on the Crash Bandicoot titles. I think it's the same people that did it. I'm not sure, actually. I never looked into it. But I'm saying whoever made the game, if they, like, kept the same gameplay and, like, the sort of a similar art style and then made new characters, new maps and everything and released their own game, I would buy that as well. Like, I would be there day one. Because it feels great. And I could see why some people wouldn't want them adding tracks or characters to this game. Because some people would be like, well, Crash Bandicoot's a sacred, like, IP. We don't want people messing around with it, you know? We want, like, just pure Crash. Oh, ripperoo, dude. Oh, man. You face Oxide in a big race. I'll show you while driving. Oh my goodness, across the wrong road. Sup, dude? I'm still trying to do Crash Coast on hard. It sucks. I played on medium, and then I Crash Coast. Is this the place? Is this Crash Coast right now where I'm in? Yeah, I played on medium, and then I lost like 5 races in a row, and I swapped to easy. Dude, I'm streaming though, you know. Like, otherwise I'd be playing on hard all day. All day I'd be playing hard, and I'd just be like hating myself. But like, I've got to make progression here. These streams can't just be me sitting here doing the same 3 races. I'm totally going to come back to this though and play it like on hard and try and get through it. You're just on the first course? You were playing it at 11 in the morning. Not even that, you were playing it at like 1 in the morning. I saw that you got a bunch of achievements super early this morning. Like just near release. How are you? Oh man. So did you play through the game on like an easy difficulty and now you've gone back to play it on a harder one? Is that what you do? Is that what you did? He's playing classic this morning. Only does ripperoo on classic. Oh, only done, not only does. Sorry, I read that wrong. Oh man. It's good. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. It's got such a solid feel to it. Oh, goodness. Oh no, I messed up my boost. I'll give Classic a go as well. Like, I'm looking super forward to seeing what this game's got to offer. But I do think it is only CTR, and not CTRN. Crash Team Racing Nitro. And Nitro is so cool. I would totally pay like an extra 20 for a DLC of like those tracks and whatnot. But if they're going to offer it for less, then I'll take it for less as well. It's funny how much people will pay for nostalgia. You know? I think it is. It's funny how much I'll pay just for stuff that's to do with lightning. I tried to buy, when I was playing the Final Fantasy Online, you can play as Lightning, and basically what I mean by that is you can buy her costume and her hairstyle. And I did not own the game, but I tried to buy those costumes just to own it. Oh goodness, they wouldn't let me. So when I play that game next time, I'm gonna put that money down. Yeah, Nitro Kart was great. Nitro Kart's super good. Super duper good. I don't think I ever played Nitro Kart against anyone other than my brother, possibly. But I never got really massively into LAN parties, actually. Or having loads of people around and playing games. The only time I've done that is round George, who is in the chat. Or a little Jackbox at home.
Congratulations on opening this new area.
I kind of missed out on that
Here
culture.
You will find 4 more
You
tracks
refuse to
race.
play for the Oxide edition though? Yeah, no, I think they did a money grabbing thing with Oxide edition. I think that seems... See, I was gonna buy it and then I looked into it and I thought, oh, that's crap. Because, right, and people that don't know, what you get is, there's a character in this game called Nitrous Oxide. And he's like one of the aliens. And if you bought the Oxide edition, you unlock him and his car and a couple cosmetics. Guess what? I think you can unlock everything except the extra cosmetics just by playing the game. It's so just like unfriendly way of doing things. But then like money's gonna be money in it, you know? You can unlock Oxide for 100%, I think. Well, you could just it doesn't like if you can unlock him in the game, then you can unlock him. That's all that matters to me. Like, why would I ever pay to unlock something that I can get for free? I'm not keen on the rewind on the what do you call it? No, on the reverse. I'd like that to be a separate button, so back on the stick. What are you gonna do?
You must first collect the required number of relics to race this track.
Wait, what? So I can't just play the game? Why can't I just play the game? Why do I have to go do time trials and everything? Unless these are extra tracks. Surely these are just extra tracks. They can't like lock you out of part of the game. Wait, you can reverse? Yeah, if you hold back on the stick, you can reverse. But that's like such a crappy thing to do. Or press on the D-pad. What have you been playing with, stick or D-pad? I've gone straight to the D-pad for no reason. I don't even know why. Like, I never play games with D-pad, but it just feels super good. Oh no, so if I keep going forward, there's temple levels. Thank goodness. Because I'll tell you what, I did not want to, not play. I did not want to do that. What? Stick, but I had no idea. Yeah, no, I've blown your mind there, son. Graham, your internet still being really crappy? Dude, I hope your internet fixes itself. Not for me, but for you. Because I know you quite like playing online games, don't you? I think you do. Yeah, Rocket League, Path of Exile, whatnot. League of Legends. Swan really likes single player though.
Get in the slow lane, buddy.
See, this is why you need to watch streams, though, by the way. If you, you could play a game 7 years. Because George has actually been playing this game for 7 years, for people that don't know. He's been playtesting 7 years. He didn't know you could reverse. No one ever told him. It's like undercover boss. Sorry, what? Choxio champ. Sounds like a Pokemon. Choxio champ, I want you to use Finger Burst. Nice. I've been playing Crash Coast on hard for 7 years. Not a day's gone by that he's sat at the table to have dinner with his family. He can't afford to. He's got to beat the Crash. Oh gosh. I would love a remake of Crash Bash. Oh, there's something interesting. So I think I've talked about this on stream, or I've talked about this to friends before. But so if people don't know what Crash Bash is, it was kind of like Crash Bandicoot's answer to Mario Party. It was pretty solid, honestly. I mean, nothing to write home about, but for like a off-brand party game with Crash Bandicoot shoved into it, they did a pretty good job. There's a demo disc with Crash Bash on it, and I think if you input a cheat code, you glitch it out, and turns out they were stupid enough to put the full game on a demo disc. Not just part of the game, a full game on a demo disc, which kind of tells you, first of all, how small that game's content is. And I think it was even an earlier build, so there was extra stuff in it that they took out eventually. But like, yeah, that tells you how small that like game was, that they could fit it on a PS1 disc with like 2 other demos and videos and pictures. And a PS1 disc was not big, right? It wasn't big. This is when like USB sticks would cost you an arm and a leg, and it wouldn't even be much. Oh damn, I like Cortex's ride though, that little floating thing. But yeah, that's funny though, like with the Crash Bash. Yeah, people do things though. What I think's fun is someone figured that out. Someone went back to the Crash Bash demo disc, and they were like, "I'm gonna put some cheat codes in." Like, who's figuring that out? Oh my goodness, Engine looks hot. It's a nice dress.
Congratulations, you win a trophy.
Okay.
The more Wumpa fruit you collect, the faster your cart will go.
I thought that's how it worked. So it is like coins in Mario.
Fruits, you'll be juiced up, and your power-up will become more potent.
For context on how good George is at racing games, by the way, people, obviously, yes, he's stuck on the first level on hard on Crash Bandicoot, but still, a couple years ago, he came like round my house, and he's never been back since. I don't think he likes me. but he came round and we played Mario Kart on the Wii, and I did record it, but unfortunately like the footage was just, it was terrible. I lost miserably. He won every single race. Sorry, scared for my life. I lost every single race. Like, it was terrible. And he kicked the crap out of me. So if you're like watching this and you're like, oh, Ethan's an okay driver, he's not great. He did have to go down to easy. Well, there you go. He's above average. Gosh, I wish someone would call me above average. That is a horrible car. I like the floating one. I like this one, Hovercraft. That's a cool car right there. Apparently I'm ass at this game though. Oh man. Put yourself down more. All paint jobs. Oh, Team Bandicoot Blue. I was reading it just as all paint jobs. Wait a minute, this isn't right. I want that. Why did it change my thing? And you can change characters? Alright, okay. Right, we're getting in it. I kind of want to get this game. A lot of people say it's really hard. Well, you know what? It's not the only thing hard right now. My passion. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Gosh. No, I like it. It's really fun though. It's super good. If you've got a Switch or something, I don't know what you play on. I know you play on PC, but I don't know what else you play on. You never let me into your life, Grim. Big Daddy Ethan might be coming in, tucking you in at bed, but I don't see the consoles. The consoles. Yes, the consoles. For people that don't know, on a Final Fantasy stream, I made a joke about being Grim's dad, and he started calling me Daddy every time I was streaming that game. So I didn't start this. That wasn't my joke. Don't blame me. There's a little bar down in the bottom right. You can see that it kind of fills up. I'll show you in a second when I drift. Okay, so you can see like it fills up and it goes red, and like if you watch that bar as you're going, you can actually get the timing down. But like honestly, it's not too bad because there is visual time and whatnot. That is all I got. You only got the PC? Oh damn, dude, you should pick up a Switch. I know you're not flush with cash, but dude, Switch is one of my favorite consoles ever. And it's really good because there's tons of things you can do with it. Like, as much as I think Breath of the Wild is like not the best game ever, it's certainly good. And I'll tell you what, right? I've been picking up Breath of the Wild again recently. I might stream it again at some point as well. But I've been playing that game. Like, I go through moments of that game. Like, I don't like the durability either. I think the durability... Oh, you got a Switch? Well, pick it up on Switch then, man. Do it. Oh man, he's waiting for Mario Maker. I'm not even gonna buy it. I don't like Mario. I just don't like Mario, like the gameplay. So I feel like getting that game would just not benefit me. Obviously, like, yeah, that would probably make... I'd probably get some viewers through streams and stuff with Mario Maker, but like, I don't really want to play it. I mean, if people really wanted to see it, then I'd probably pick it up and play it, but like, that's that. But it'd literally just be me like moaning the whole time. If anyone ever wants to see me moan, just watch me play Mario's. Do you know what? Did they bring out the new Super Mario Bros. Over to the Switch? Because I wouldn't mind picking that up, actually. I like new Super Mario Bros. But Mario Maker, it's just people trying to get pissed off all the time. I think I'll get more play out of Mario than this. Fair play then, man. You do whatever you think's right for you, man. You gotta spend your money how you want to spend it. I like this a lot though. I've already said on the stream, like, I'm thinking I might pick this up for the Switch as well.
You win a trophy. To get around a tight turn or to face a direction quickly, use
because
the brake slide.
I'm liking it a lot, and I think it'd be really nice to play on the go as well.
While turning hard.
That didn't auto put that on my thing, did it? No, it didn't. Coco's looking good in this game as well. Still playing through Yoshi's Crafted World. Ooh. I have loads of games like on Switch that I pretty much just abandoned. Like, I never returned to Travis Strikes Back. I was looking so forward to like a No More Heroes game, And then we got Travis Strikes Back, which isn't bad, but it's very different from No More Heroes. Though now they've announced No More Heroes 3. Oh my goodness, I'm going to be there day one. I cannot wait for No More Heroes 3. I'm going to be there so quick. No More Heroes, to me, is hands down like the best Wii game. It's just so good. But then I never played Lost Story, which is like a big JRPG on the Wii. So maybe I would have liked that. I'm surprised by how much I liked Final Fantasy VII. Like, honestly. And it's not because, like, I expected to dislike it. I just didn't think I would like it as much as I did. But I was, like, super into that game. Like, while playing it, like, I didn't really want to ever put it down. Like, it wasn't like I couldn't put it down. But no, I never had that thought of, like, I'm done. Which I get a lot with games. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised I finished that one. I'm actually really proud of myself for doing that as well. Because someone who goes around saying I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy, and then people go, oh, what you played? And I'm like, oh, I played all the 13s and 15, and I played 10. And it's like, oh, but you didn't play like 8, 9, or 7? I'm like, oh, no, I've played all of them, just I haven't finished them. But now I've finished 7. I feel a little more motivated to go and do 8. I do need to do 9, because I keep telling people 9 is my favourite PS1 gone. But it's the one I've got the furthest into. 9's great though. 9 is stellar.
Bandicoot power!
Grim, I need your opinion on something, man. Should we be promoting the Discord more?
Not good!
Do you think I should bring it up more? Because I've been kind of silent with it. I always mention like the follows, like the Twitter follows and the streams, but I never mention the Discord. Oh gosh. This is when I found out Grim's internet's dead. It's died on us. Oh no! If I was on like any other difficulty, that would have been it. That's it, race is lost. Oh, I can't turn. Am I gonna lose? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna lose on easy. No, I'm not, okay. I was about to get really like upset. I lost on easy? No! But for some reason they just stopped in the middle of the track, so it's fine. I'm hoping audio levels are all good for everyone as well, because I'm using the lapel mic again, so I'm back on the sofa. I'm not using the AT2020 that I usually use like when I'm playing PC games. Like I'm sitting back on the sofa right now. Get off, Sophie. What are you doing? You're squishing it. But so I'm hoping that's all good.
Congratulations.
It should be, like, it shouldn't, I don't mess around with the audio settings on too much, but like...
You can get a hang time turbo.
And I think it was
from
fine
jumping.
last time. The last time I used
The
it was
longer
Layers of
you're
Fear.
in the air, the bigger the turbo you'll get when you land. For big turbos, try to get extra air time by hopping off jumps using the hop button.
Yeah, already knew that one. Oh. Oh, that's cool. You just naturally go down hills. If you're like on a hill, right, I'm holding the brake now. I'm not holding anything other than the brake. If I let go of the brake, you'll just go down that hill. That's pretty cool. What's the cat doing over here? What's this? Oh, it's a challenge. So that must be who I'm fighting next. There's a cat like just jumping there, man. That's the cat from Warped, I think. Warped is great. I don't know what anyone else's favourite like original Crash Bandicoot game is, but mine's definitely Warped. From the PS1, it's definitely Warped. I played loads of Warped as a kid. It's weird though, because when Insane Trilogy came out, I was super duper excited for Insane Trilogy. I was super duper like looking forward to it. Couldn't wait to get my hands on it, you know. And then I just didn't care. Like when I got it, I just didn't really play it. I wanted to play through all of 1 and all of 2 and then all of 3, like in that order. And then I just didn't. Like I played a bit of 1 and I was like, oh, that's good. And then I went and played like a bit of 2, and I went and played a bit of 3. And I just didn't, I don't even think I got to the second world. And it's not like a bad game or a bad set. Like, they didn't do a bad job with it. Like they did a good job with it. I just didn't feel like finishing it. I'm sure there's some people out there though that prefer the original. Just because there always is. And in like 6 months we're gonna see that all over the place, seriously. I'm already gonna say, like right now, in like 6 months, when Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out, the only thing we're gonna see from people is them moaning about how much they dislike it. I know it is. And I said this a load during the FF7 streams. But I'm absolutely certain FF7 fans are gonna hate it. I think I'm gonna love it. I think I'm gonna absolutely love it. The only thing that does annoy me with it is they're saying like the games are gonna be massive and episodic, which is like absolutely fine. I don't really mind. Like they've got to take their time and make the game good. But they're releasing it so we're gonna get, I think, not even the first disc of Final Fantasy VII. It's not even going to be the first disc is what we're going to get when they release this like next 50 bucks, 50 quid, whatever, you know, like game. It's just going to be up till the end of Midgar. And the end of Midgar, for me, I think was about 5 hours. And they're saying it's going to be the length of a full game. But I don't, like, what are they going to do to it to make that a full game? Like, how are they going to change that 4 hours into a full game? I'm really skeptical if the rumours that I'm hearing are true. I won't keep talking about FF7 because we literally played about 40 hours of it on stream. So, like, I'm done for now. We're not going to talk about it anymore. We're done. Do you know what I was watching yesterday? Do you know what video? I don't know if people played. Of course people played. I don't know if people remember Call of Duty Black Ops, the first one. I don't think Grimm's played a Call of Duty ever, actually. I think he said he's never played a Call of Duty. Well, in it, on the main screen you just hear, "What are the numbers, Mason?" They're just people interrogating this dude, and they're just like asking where the numbers are. And I just started I just started YouTubing where are the numbers, what are the numbers, Mason, yesterday. Oh my goodness. There's a couple videos. I was so happy when I got MW on PS Plus. Yeah, I got that as well. I got Plus. I'll pick up those games. I know Grimm's never seen it. What are the numbers, Mason? It's like one of my favourite things. I think Call of Duty's brought some great things into this world, right? And people could be like, no, they haven't, but they have. You remember press F to pay respect? Yeah, that was Call of Duty. So, there you go. What else have they done? They made some decent games. Zombies is really fun, but the other stuff's like, I was looking at the story of the Black Ops trilogy the other day, because I was just like, I typed in one numbers later and someone was like, the full story of Call of Duty Black Ops, and I was like, okay, well, what is it? That is a convoluted story. Oh my goodness. There is, I've never ever like paid attention to the story of Call of Duty games. I've always just assumed they're just like, just shoot someone, that's it. I've just played the missions and been like, were they fun missions? That's good enough for me. At no point have I ever been concerned with the story of Call of Duty. There you go. I'm really bad at that turn. But there is a story, and it actually, Black Ops 2 and 3 link up with 1. I know like Modern Warfare probably had like a, if anyone knows the stories of any of the Call of Duties, it's MW1 and MW2. Wait a minute, Grim, what games were you playing when you was a kid then? If you didn't play Call of Duty growing up, what did you play instead? What were you playing? Like My Little Pony? I started on World at War, and then I played Black Ops, because I was only ever interested in the Zomboys. Lemmings? Minecraft and Lemmings. Okay, yeah, you had a decent childhood. I played Pikmin all my life. I have never played ever played a different game than Pikmin. So what, have you always been PC? Have you never had a console other than a Switch? What made you get a Switch then? Oh man, let's do it. Someone get the interrogation light out. I'm interrogating Grim. Oh, it's going to be a Netflix series, Interrogating Grim. We called the suspect in to confirm a couple of our theories. It turns out the victim, Grim.
That's how it's done.
Plants vs. Stories. Oh yeah, like 4 to 7-ish were great. Like 4 to 7-ish were great. What do you mean 4 to 7-ish were great? Talking about Call of Duties? Insane what does that mean? I have to Google that. What is that? Oh, Insane Aquarium. Oh, it's like Insane Aquarium. I didn't want to read it wrong. So, this is on Steam as well. I could pick this up and I could play it as a stream. Oh gosh, it's old. It's ancient! Wait a minute, Grim, are you in your 60s? Ah, you caught me. No.
Papu not himself today. Maybe Papu not eating a big breakfast.
Yeah, you need to eat a bigger breakfast, boy.
Your
Full chicken and a
slots
donut.
being so small. Here's key to help.
Oh yeah, quickly. I knew they were going to make a joke with the
Darkseid
donut.
much bigger problem for you.
PC most of my
Him
life,
not
had an
big,
Xbox One,
but him much more grumpy.
but never played it much. Always played Nintendo games. PopCap games were the shit. Dude, PopCap were pretty good though. Did you ever play any of those like Pop Pop, Pajama Sam, Spy Fox, or whatever it was? Did you ever play any of those? I had. What did I have? Did I have Putt Putt? I think I might have a Putt Putt. Now these were kids' games, but you know, you were a kid at some point. Do you know what I think's pretty funny? When I know I said I wouldn't talk about this anymore, but I'll just mention this. When I was playing Oh, don't go in there. When I was playing FF7 on stream, like everyone watching me was in their 30s. Everyone was like in their 30s. And they were talking about how they were like 15 when the game came out. I was born the year that game came out. Which, like, I ain't hating or nothing, but it's a little different, isn't it?
To access this track, you must first collect the
Alright, mate, calm down. Blizzard Blast. Oh, man, I'm flying through these levels on easy. This game's too easy for me, I think. Oh, man. I bet everyone can hear me scratching my beard. What is he doing? Sometimes people ask me, Ethan, how do you speak for hours and hours at a time? You know, when you stream, how do you do it? And what can I say? I'm amazing. But other than that, like, you just gotta bring up bullshit. Just gotta really yank it out of your ass. No, what was I gonna say? Oh, I actually had something as well, and then I went to make that crappy joke that was not worth the time. Well, that's gone now. The actual conversation's gone. Enjoy that. Enjoy knowing that you're now watching the remnants of a shit conversation. Oh, man. What was I saying? What was I saying? Let's just talk about the game again. Just talk about the game again. The game's really good. Oh, I like this game.
Check this out.
Boom, baby. Oh, I thought I was just gonna make it, but I got splattered anyway. I wonder how many kids drew pictures of Coco. There's a lot of, like, if you go back, right, to like the 1990s, 1980s or anything, right, there's a lot of like shows that did like stuff with cartoon animals, right? You look at like Who Killed Roger Rabbit or Who Stole Roger, or whatever, I can't remember what it's called. But there's like animals there that are like drawn really like sexily. And this isn't just me like looking at this stuff, okay? Because I'm talking from other people's experiences. I don't think I ever had like a crush on an animal creature. I don't think I ever did. One of the first conversations I had when I went to college, one of the people that was in my classes was talking about like one of their like original crushes, and they said like Jessica Rabbit, which like from Space Jam. Oh well, okay, there you go. Judge is already talking about Space Jam right now, but yeah, someone said that. I was gonna mention Space Jam. Don't worry. Oh, is it? No, that's what I meant. Lola Bunny, not Jessica Rabbit. Sorry, I meant Lola Bunny. But like, if you look back at like old cartoons, people are drawing sexy animals all over the place. It's been a culture for a while. I think like a lot of people probably think it only kind of popped up like 7 years ago, or at least mainstream like 7 years ago. But there's been people doing it, man. They've been going in drawing these sexy animals. What are they doing? I don't think I ever had an Animal Crush though.
You win a trophy.
If I did, it probably would have been Coco. I mean, she's a cutie though. I have never seen Space Jam. And don't people, come on, don't be like, oh, you need to watch Space Jam, because like I know I need to watch Space Jam, I just don't own it. I've tried to buy it on multiple occasions, but then I just never follow through. At some point, I'll just buy it and watch it. Do you know there was actually a follow-up to Space Jam? I'm not like talking about Space Jam 2, or was this just a conversation someone had with me as a joke? I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure there was like another one, but it wasn't Looney Tunes, but it was like another sport with like animals and stuff. It was just like, and I think it was pretty poorly done as well, because obviously it wasn't Looney Tunes. Gosh. Video game crushes were real, man. Video game crushes were super real. People, I mean, I've never personally been into, you know, any kind of virtual lady, you know. I've never had, and if you think I'm wrong and I'm forgetting, I mean, obviously say, but I don't think I've ever had a crush on a video game character, at all, ever in my life. He's lying. Crucify him. No, everyone knows my video game crush. Sorry, what? Certainly not a pink-haired heroine. I don't like heroin, dude. I gotta say. I'd fucking marry Lightning in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. There's no, if the option became available to marry Lightning, there is no, and I'm not even into marriage that much, okay? Like, I don't believe marriage is a necessary thing in today's society, and it's not me, like, trying to preach. Like, if you believe in marriage and whatnot, that's absolutely fine. Your own, everyone has their own opinions, and we're all entitled to them and whatnot. But, like, yeah, no. 100%. Oh, she's a cutie, though. She's such a, do you know how cutie Lightning is? Louis Vuitton used her as a model. How sick is that? Oh, man. I would be 7 years into a commitment, into a marriage with like 2 kids that I'm supporting with a steady job, and like my wife's probably got a job as well, because like equal opportunities, you know. We're probably like both doing something. But yeah, no, I'd be like, you know, I'd be pretty deep into that commitment, you know, heavily invested. And then Lightning becomes real, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta leave. I don't know what to say. Call me a scumbag if you want, but like, I mean, come on. You're saying Lola Bunny's not... You're saying Lola Bunny comes real and she's flapping her tail in front of you all provocatively? You're not gonna be like, let me just take a bite real quick. Let me just see. I would not want it, man. I bet, like, that would be... I think, honestly, I could absolutely date a video game character or an animated lady come to life or whatever. But like an animated animal or a video game animal, I just think it's still too creepy. It's still too weird. You know, the fact that they were a rabbit or a bunny or a dog or a cat or a polar bear or whatever, like, it's still too weird for me. I'm sure it's up someone's alley, but personally, like, I ain't gonna do that. What have we done to get to this? What have we done? Where have I failed as a channel on Twitch to get to this point? I can't believe this. You know, I had like 3 people last week say like I'm possibly their favourite streamer. What the fuck? They need to get better taste. Someone I go to college with is a full-blown furry, and it's a little creepy. I don't mind. I don't mind. If people want to be like, you know, if people want to dress up in their like fursuit costumes, be a furry, why not? Like, that's totally cool with me. You do that. I may ask you questions about it, but that's not because I want to be insulting. It's because I'm intrigued. Like, yeah, of course I want to know what's going on. 100%. There are like conventions where like furries go to, and then they get in a room, and and you know what they do with the costumes. And did you not just tell Greg, George, not to put himself down, and now you're putting yourself down? I mean, it's fine. It's very in your face, which makes it uncomfortable. Dude, I put myself down all the time. I have like super low self-esteem. I was at work the other day, and someone was talking to me about Comic-Con, and I'm like, I'm never gonna go to Comic-Con, right? I know why I'm never gonna go to Comic-Con, right? Because if I go to Comic-Con, I'm gonna see all these like really attractive girls dressing up. I'm gonna think, oh, she's awesome. And then I'm not gonna speak to them, and I'm gonna feel really shitty about never speaking to them. Or I'm gonna speak to them, and they're gonna be like 100% not interested. And anyway, so I was at work, and someone was talking to me about Comic-Con the other day. I was like, I don't really want to go. And they're like, well, what if you meet a cutie? I'm like, yeah, of course I'd meet a cutie, but like, you ain't gonna talk to me. They're like, why are you putting yourself down? I'm like, I'm not being realistic. Think about how many people go around and speak to like those girls. Like, you gotta think about this, right? You're not like some special snowflake that are like, oh yeah, I want that in my life. No, everyone like who goes to Comic-Con reads like some comics, or they watch the movies, or they play some games. Like, it's basically just a meeting of the same person like 7 times over. Like, what did you expect? Unless you're looking like mighty fine, other than being like the same dude over and over, like, what's going on? But no, like, I don't know, I put myself down all the time, dude. I think I could either do the thing that a lot of streamers do, where I just like call myself amazing all the time. But I think that the strong point of my channel is not being another channel. You know, like, I know I said like on one of the last Final Fantasy streams, like, I'm the same dude you're gonna find everywhere, because everyone is. But I don't want to sit here and like actually call myself amazing. I'll say it as a joke, but I'm not gonna say it for real, because like, there are people out there trying to cure cancer right now. Those people are amazing. Not some dude who sits there and plays games. But other than that, Grim, like, you know, yeah, I'm pretty great. But I don't want to put anyone else down. So like, everyone else who's sitting down right now playing games, like, I'm not trying to diss you. Like, you guys are amazing. I'm talking about just me. Like, just Ethan is shit. But yeah, no, like, honestly, what's going on? Oh no, what have I done? Need a reverse right there. Use that tactic. Oh, right into a wall. And I'm still in first. After the 20-second, like, nothing. It wasn't 20 seconds, but it felt like it. Oh! That was terrible. I don't know if anyone saw that, but it was amazingly terrible. I like accidentally reversed the camera. I got back onto the... That was amazing. Oh, fuck's sake. Hey, what's going on? I mean, it's fine, but it's very in your face, which makes it uncomfortable. I'm sorry, like, I'm reading shitly. I mean, I always read shitly. But, like, I'm playing I'm playing, like, a really fast-paced game. So I'm trying to, like, it's like checking your mirror. Like, I'm, like, looking at chat for, like, not even a second, and then looking straight back at the road. you know? So I got to pick up all that information within a very short amount of time. It's a skill. You learn it sometimes. I never did. But yeah, no, like, I don't want to put people down for, like, fetishes. Fetishes are fine. Most of the time. There are a few fetishes, which I will not name, but everyone knows what they are, which are not okay. They are 100% not okay. Don't have those. Stop. Stop it. Go to jail. Stop it. But for the most part, you know, like, some dude who's like, oh man, feet are great, you know, oh, I really like the way thumbs look, or like, I just like it when I dress up as an animal. Like, that's 100% fine. That's absolute. Like, you go make yourself happy. You do what you need. And the way, like, society and public kind of becoming is that instead of telling people no, we've got to accept them, which, like, I can see, like, a lot of people being like, well, I don't know, because, like, someone dressing up in a big fair suit might, you know, make you feel uncomfortable, but other than that, like, they don't feel right unless they're in it. And at that point, there's kind of a disconnect in society, because we got this idea of, like, everyone should be themselves, and in their eyes, they are themselves. But someone who feels uncomfortable by it is like, they're not wrong, but they're not right, if you know what I mean. And I'm not trying to call you wrong, but you know what I mean. It's kind of strange. Hey, I'm a freak when it comes to the fetishes, but personally, I feel a little uncomfortable with people just in the open and all out with them. Oh man. I'm going to be back in just a second. I'm really offended by what George is talking about. No, I'm not at all. I just drank like loads of cherry coke really fast, and well, you could probably think what I need to go do. Alright, there we go, I'm back. That wasn't too long. Grim's timed me, I bet. That was actually 30 seconds. Why have you taken so long? I'm very angry at you. I'm so sorry, Grim. I'm so sorry. That's not how I hear your voice. That's not how I hear your voice at all. Alright, by the way, I said I was really offended before I left, and in the chat that instantly sparked by George. Good, seeing you triggers my triggered is my fetish. I'll help you out on that one, then. Oh, I'm so angry at you right now. Can't believe you would say that, because actually, I don't want to be triggered right now. There you go, I hope that helps. I hope you really got your crotch rocket off. Oh man. Crotch rocket. I fucking love the things I say sometimes. Oh, I think I knew what I was going to talk about recently. Okay, so, remember when I said, oh, I was going to say something and I forgot about it, and then I just started talking about the game again? Yeah, so I've remembered what that was now. I keep looking at graphics cards recently, because I really want to get myself a new graphics card. But I keep thinking, like, I'm going to get a 280. right? And not a 280 Ti, just a 280. An RTX 280. You know, one of those ray tracing cards. But I was looking at them recently, and obviously, I don't know, I say obviously, but some people don't really keep up to date with everything. So Nvidia are talking, well not Nvidia, someone's talking about Nvidia releasing, actually they might have said it. Anyway, they're thinking of releasing these super cards, which are going to be kind of like them, but people are speculating the same price, but a bit more performance next month. So I'm like, well, I should just wait off until those super cards come out. But I was looking at 280s and the performance of a 280, and they're actually very similar to a 1080 Ti. For the 1080 Ti, a lot of people had them and have traded them in. So you can get second-hand ones pretty cheap. I wouldn't buy a second-hand graphics card anyway, but you could. When it comes to like goods like graphics cards, hard drives, or anything like that, I would not go second-hand. Any kind of PC part, I wouldn't go second-hand. Just because I would rather have a warranty and pay the extra like 30, 50 than be stuck with, you know, George's own old fetish hard drive, which, you know, has pictures of his college friend on it. But yeah. What was I saying? Anyway, but so I was looking at so if these super cards come out, they might be decent, but the 280 and the 1080 Ti's are around about the same price. Well, actually, no, 1080 Ti's are cheaper, sorry, but 280s make sort of like either just amount the same or like just under the performance of a 1080 Ti. So now I'm like, well, do I wait for these super cards or do I just go get a 1080 Ti somewhere? But I don't think you can get new ones easily, and I want to get a 280 anyway because the RTX. Oh god, it's. Tell you what, looking at buying new technology is one of my favourite and least favourite things at the same time, because in one bag you've got this like whole journey you get to take where you're like, I've got this brand new thing, I can't wait to test it out, look at it, whatnot. But on the other hand, you've got to shell out all this money, you got to like look into what's going to be the best, because if you don't, then you're going to be like, well, I've wasted all my money. Also, I've never gone with AMD cards, I've always had Nvidia cards, but AMD are just about to release some like new cards which supposedly are going to like rival Nvidia's performance while undercutting the price, but not doing anything with ray tracing. Which I'm not concerned about ray tracing, but I like the Nvidia brand more than the AMD brand. For people that don't care, then I apologise for my rambling, but it's something I'm looking into a lot recently. Anyway, what's going on? The only thing the only thing if you want ray tracing, the only thing if, yeah, shit moves forward every year, makes it hard to decide. I just want to get something, because I'm rocking a 770, like a GTX 770, right? And it's pretty outdated nowadays. And if I upgrade this graphics card, first of all, right, no matter what graphics card I get, whether it's a 1080 Ti or a 280 or a 280 Super, right, it's gonna get bottlenecked by my i7 anyway. I've only got an i7 700K, which is like the lowest end of the i7s, but it's still an i7. So it's gonna get bottlenecked by the CPU, which means it's not gonna reach its max performance for people that don't know what that means. But no matter what you do, there's no way to actually like avoid bottlenecking in a system. Like really, like something's always gonna bottleneck something somehow. It's not really something you can get around. But it's like prices and everything. Oh, it's crazy. It's just mental. I feel like I had somewhere to go with it, and I absolutely forgot after I started talking about bottlenecking. But yeah, no, the 7, like, oh yeah, no. So if I get a new graphics card, first of all, it's not just that I can then pump out games at a high frame rate, right? Frame rates aren't a massive concern to me, because the 770 can play everything I want to play. But if I'm streaming stuff, namely like Planet Coaster, the frame rate dips significantly when streaming, and stuff like that, because the game's programmed poorly, to be honest with you. But if I got myself like a new card, I could output streams at a higher quality with dropping and drop less frames because I'd be able to handle it, and I would play games in 4K as well. I got a 4K TV. I could play Final Fantasy 15 in 4K. That was like a big thing for me. Like, to play 15 in 4K, that would be amazing. I like 15 a lot. I could stream it and play it in 4K, but I couldn't stream it out at 4K. Because that would, first of all, Grim wouldn't ever be able to watch again. If I started streaming at 4K, that's it. Grim's just never coming back. Because he wouldn't even be able to connect to the page. So much data would be sent, that'd be it. But also, like, that would tax the system like crazy. It's got to process the game and the stream. Nah. But yeah, I love buying new tech, because buying new tech makes you more informed as a buyer. Like, I think some people pay attention to tech just all the time, and then some people pay attention to it when they're buying it, and some people don't. They just look at whatever number's bigger. Need to affiliate to get the quality option. Well, we're never going to have the affiliate. You know, honestly, I've gone over myself loads of times where I'm like, well, should I affiliate, should I not? I don't think so. When it comes down to it, Grim, it's mainly just me and you playing. I'm basically your personal streamer. And I thought about it. Because as much as I'm not concerned about money at all, I work. And that's how I'm getting my income. The only time I'm going to go affiliate is fun. I mean, we've had this conversation so many times. You know it inside out. He says he's only joking in chat anyway as well. I swear, like, every 7 streams I bring up my like ideas on affiliate and partner and whatnot. And if people don't know, here's a quick rundown. I'm not going to affiliate for now. I'm not going to say never, but for now I'm not going to. But if partnership becomes an option, I'm going to do it. I think one of the things I noticed recently, because I was streaming Final Fantasy 7 last week, and I streamed like 8 hours every day, 8-9 hours like every day I streamed Final Fantasy 7, and I was loving every second of it. I never felt shit. And then I went back to work for like 1 day, and it felt horrible. It felt so bad going back to work that 1 day. And I don't dislike my job. I don't dislike the people I work with. But after enjoying myself as much as I did with the streams, it just felt so crap to think like, if my streams were in a better position, I could have been doing that instead. But do you know what? Do you know what happened? As soon as I started thinking that, I saw someone come into where I work and ask if any jobs were going. And I felt so shit. Because here I am, sitting here like, playing games on a stream, and sometimes people come in, sometimes people don't. But like, I get to speak to some people anyway, right? Some people take interest in me. And some people stream hours and hours and hours and whatnot, and no one watches them. And it could be the game they're playing, or it could be their personality. I don't know. But like, people aren't watching them. And there's people out there that don't have any money to do, and they can't do what they like to do, because they're spending all their time trying to find some way to make money.
Surprised me, you
And I'm not in that position. I get to do what I like, and I also have a job, which is pretty stable.
I think you're not fast
I'm super lucky.
to outrace Oxide. We're going to lose our planet, and it'll be all your fault.
I'm like in a super lucky position that a lot of people don't get to have. And I'm sitting there like, oh, but if I had this, I don't know. I think you always want more than you have. Just humans always want more than what they have. Oh, nice mustard. anyway, there's serious talk for you. What does this do? Like, what is this big screen? Are these?
This is the load save screen.
Oh, okay.
There are 5 of these screens, one in each world section. When you want
So
to
it's
load
5
or
worlds.
save a game, go to one of these screens. To access it, drive up to the screen and follow the directions.
I would have assumed it was autosave. I would have just assumed it was autosave. I thought that was going to be a leaderboard screen. I was going to try and laugh at George's leaderboards. Scourge. I literally just went to pick up like my drink again, and then instantly I was like, I can't do that, like, because I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to go in like 10 minutes if I drink that again. I'm gonna be like, well, gotta go again. That's it. I'm just gonna eat some chocolate real quick, and I hope you guys can't hear me like eating it as I'm chewing it. We can hear it. Stop it. Stop eating. Starve to death, you dumb. I don't think anyone's ever told me to starve to death. Do you know what, my sister might have said that to me. And something I could imagine my sister telling me she wanted me to starve to death. Not seriously. But like, you know, like an offhand comment. I can imagine my mum telling me I'm a mistake, you know. Not seriously. Just an offhand comment.
Get in the slow lane, buddy.
Oh man.
Let's go.
I'm thinking, you know what? I've worn a couple things on this stream, you know. I've worn that Diva outfit. I wore my my mask and Halloween costume. I've never put a bikini on. I've never streamed in a bikini, and I think, you know, it might be the time. It might be the time. EOL Gamer branches out into bikini wearing, you know. See if I can get maybe like a sponsorship with like, I don't know, some bikini makers. I don't know. I think people would really like that. I think people would really enjoy seeing bikini eaters. Boom. There was like no reaction from chat at all from that. Everyone just was like, okay. There was no reaction from chat. Gosh. What a terrible... That's when you know a joke has flopped. When... when it's just fucking silence. It's my biggest fear. Well, now I've got to do it, haven't I? If just the thought of it doesn't make anyone laugh, well, now I'm gonna have to actually wear a bikini just to see if actually wearing one would make someone laugh. Also, I'm gonna lose this race. This is gonna be the first race I'm gonna lose on easy.
Not a chance.
I mean, I would laugh, but at the same time, it's a grown man in a bikini. What you got against that? What if you... I'm going to have to race that again. This is really annoying, that. I kept falling into the pit. What you got against a grown man in a bikini? What's so wrong with me dressing up as I please? I'd get kicked off Twitch. I fucking know. I know I would. There is no way Twitch would allow me. Nothing against it, just weird. What do you mean weird? What is this channel if not weird? I don't think there's any way I could get away with wearing a bikini on Twitch. Unless I coded it into a game. Okay, maybe I need to make a game where I wear a bikini. What if I did? What if I went through all the effort to learn how to code games just so I could wear a bikini on Twitch? It gets added to the prohibited list. Like, no, we can't have that. I code, I release a game, I go through like Devolver Digital. They're like, why do you want to do this? I just want to stream it on Twitch. Just me in a bikini. I think they'd do it. Devolver are pretty, they're pretty funny guys. And girls. They're a pretty funny team. I don't want to be sexist. Hey Grim, you ever played Psychonauts? I feel like you probably have. I feel like nearly everyone has. Game's okay. Someone's about to like fucking chastise me for that one. The game's okay. The game is a masterpiece. You don't know quality. For like 2 seconds. Okay. Yeah, no, to be honest with you, like, I'm not massive on it. It's good. I'm just not like, you know, it's not my game of the year. I need to play Beyond Good and Evil as well. People like always talk about how good Beyond Good and Evil is. Like, if you look at like how many people have been moaning about like a remake, or not a remake, sorry, a second game, a sequel to the first Beyond Good and Evil. I never played it. I feel like I'm missing out. Oh. Engine gonna win. Oh, I fell off. I was like grinding like it was Tony Hawk's. I'm gonna lose again. Oh, this is embarrassing. It's not really. Oh, fuck's sake. Fuck's sake! Alright, I'm getting a little bit now, aren't I? Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, just focus on getting it back. Just focus on getting it back. Stop being really cool with the corners. This is shit. This is no. There's no way that's coming back. There's no way. There was no coming back. That felt like I got shat on in the last seconds of in the last like minute of that race. That didn't feel good at all. Ethan, how do you know what getting shat on feels like? Shut up. That's someone's kink. Why, I don't know. But it is. see anything right now. What would you like to see? Oh, you know what I'd like to see. Can't hide from me, baby. Oh god, I didn't realise I had to turn right there. I have still not learnt this track at all. Right. So let's make a note, right? So turn right there. Right, get these. That's gonna make me faster. Sonic X. Gotta go faster, 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 Sonic X. Oh, really itchy arm. I've gone silent, and I know, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to actually just be silent, like I'm trying to be entertaining, but at the same time, like, I've lost this race twice, so I'm really trying to bring it back. That was a risky jump as well. No, mate, I could have fell into that toxic goo. Hey, do you know what? Question to chat. What's your, like, must-watch movies, must-know artist of, like, music, must-play game? Like, what is everyone's, like, musts, man? I think for me, movie-wise, it's probably, like, Scott Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim's great. Must like hear music's probably, I don't know, like, I like Paramore a lot, but I don't know if I'd say it's my must. I do love them though, like, I really do love Paramore. And then, like, a must-play game, like, oh man, that one's hard. The movie and the music's easy, but the game is hard. I'll be honest, because I wouldn't say as much as I like the 13 series of Final Fantasy games, I wouldn't say that. Has anything changed my mind? Like, immensely with games? I don't know. It might actually be like one of the original Crash Bandicoots. Because when I speak to people my age and they say they haven't played it, I'm like, whoa. Not all the way through, just like a little bit. I think an easier question is a game you think people should appreciate, and like that's an easy one because that's like Persona 5. I think people should appreciate Persona 5. Persona 5 is sick. There's a big chicken. There's a big chicken. Alright, that's my fix. For like 2 seconds. What is that? What is that? Oh gosh, that's like a racing game or something. What is that? Oh god. What is that? Oh! I'm sorry, that is like really bothered. I don't know what that has really got to me just then, actually. What was that? It was not Mario. I know it's not. And in my mind, I'm thinking Mario, but it's not Mario. It's Sonic Heroes. It's Sonic that's what it is. It's Sonic Heroes. When you finish a level. Gosh. That felt bad. Do you know what? Actually, maybe Jak and Daxter 1 is my must-play game. Because I love Jak and Daxter 1. The first one, a lot of people like 2 and 3. And I think they ruined it with 2 and 3. I don't think they're bad games, I just don't think they're as good as the original. I really think when they brought guns in is when I lost more interest. Although, I like Jak and Daxter 3 more than I like 2. So I would say Jak 1, Jak 3, Jak 2 are my favourite, like, Jak and Daxter games. Well, no, okay. Favourite Jak and Daxter games? Okay, it's Jak 1, it's Daxter, Jak 3, Jak 2. Very easy choice. Daxter is amazing. Maybe even Daxter before Jak 1, but I don't think so. Daxter is like... Daxter for me is like hands down the best PSP game. And then like after that it's probably like Crisis Core. And then maybe Birth by Sleep. Or maybe Mercury. Mercury's a really fun puzzle game. PSP had some really good games. No one even answered that question. What is the must-watch? No one even bothered. I'm gonna go cry. Get in the slow lane, buddy. Oh, that was a bad hop. Oh, whoops. Got caught in the corner there. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, got ruined. Can I jump off people? I think you can. I think you can jump off of people. I think you can jump on them and off them. Oh, maybe not like from the ground though. I was really trying to jump on that dude. It just wasn't going to take. Oh. Drift right off the side. I think Coco might be the only female character in this game, actually. I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen any other female characters. There's other... Oh, why didn't they put Nina in the game? Oh, man. That would have been sick. Oh, Nina's so cool. If people don't know who Nina is, then you gotta go and play Crash Twinsonic. And people are saying like, oh, well they only did it from like the first 3. No, they didn't. They did not, because Crunch is in the game. And he wasn't until Wrath of Cortex. Yeah, Nina Cortex. Nina Cortex, man. Like the zombie kind of looking robot girl. She's great. I'm sorry, I'm smashing into everything because I'm looking at chat a little bit. I remember Nina now. Oh, she's great. She had a great design. threaded the needle on that one. Final lap, we gotta win this one. Gotta win this one. Instantly off the edge. No, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. I can't lose now. Come on. I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna do it. Crash just blew up. There's a little... Whoa! Got you, boys! Come on. Come on. No. I could feel that TNT box just then. I'm like, no. I got it. Oh, Mr. Woemaster caught up as well. Now I'm feeling good. That was a clutch bring back. Like, I don't want to toot my own horn too much, but like, come on. That was a really good comeback. Oh man. I'm sorry, I just smashed the microphone in my hand. My giant gorilla hand. It's big and furry. Like my dad. What a bag.
Congratulations. You
Thank
win
you.
a trophy.
Thank you. Do do do. I actually quite like that artist rendition just then of Cortex. That looks really good. Oh man, yeah. Let's keep on going. There are other... They could have got... What was it? Is her name Tina? Tina? What is her name? From the girl from the first Crash. Girl Bandicoot Crash 1. What was her name? Tawana. Yeah, her name was Tawana. That was it. There's like a whole story about her leaving Crash and going off and dating, I can't remember who. It might have been Crunch, but she went off and dated someone else. So there's actually backstory. You know the long-legged... Do you know what? When I was talking about like video game crushes, that might have been one. Because people, when you was a kid, you tried so hard to get to the end of those extra stages, and you're like, oh, what's going on over here with this like big long-legged Bandicoot girl?
Check this out.
Potential Crash Bandicoot love interest? I think maybe. Do you know what though? I'm pretty sure the reason she leaves Crash is because he's immature. Which is like super like real. That's like such a real reason to leave Crash Bandicoot. This is a really cool design for a map. Kind of like Rainbow Road, you know, like in the air, really loose, you can fall off. God, I hate Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road's great, and there's so many different renditions of it. But it is the most annoying track ever if you're bad at Mario Kart. And I am not good at Mario Kart. I'm better than I used to be, because like once you get down drifting and like edging corners and whatnot, like, you're really going to be a lot better. Oh no.
Check this out.
Yeah, that was spicy. Oh man. Down to third place. I am not doing like particularly great. But do you know what? Like, I'm having fun, so like I'm doing everything. game is great. They did a good job. They did a very, very good job. I hope the devs are getting messages of love on Twitter and whatnot. Honestly, I hope people are really, really giving them praise. Because they deserve it. They put in very good work here. Yeah. Oh gosh. I'm sorry, I keep thinking like that's gonna be reverse, or like at least some kind of break, but it's not, it's camera change, and I didn't want to do that. So I need to like get in my mind that like square is break. That stops a drift though. If you break during a drift, it stops it. It doesn't just slow it down. What if I wonder if I let go of accelerate during a drift, what would happen? Okay. It continues drifting. Oh, whoops. But I'm guessing less power goes into it? That'd be an interesting concept to look into. No accelerate drifts. Change. Yeah, no, that gives you a lot of control actually. If you stop accelerating while drifting, you don't go as far out in the drift. Like, it kind of like shortens the drift space. That's really cool. And it only took me 2 hours to find it. There's gonna be loads of tips and like what? Just wait. In like a week, there's gonna be like crash experts. Oh, if only I used it there though properly. I think that there's gonna be good applications for that.
And that's how it's done.
Oh yes, that is how it's done. We're doing good. We're doing good here. We're making like a good run of this. I think I'm going to be able to beat this game like twice. Because I got to leave later on in the day. But other than that, like, I think we're going to make a good run of this. I want to go and play on hard. To just try that track that George is stuck on. Are you still stuck on that track, George? On hard. Because I think I want to go try that. I want to give that a go. You gave up? Oh, what was it? You gotta tell me which track it was. I'll go give it a go. See if I can do it. Well, I'm only going to give it one go though for people, because after that we're going to return to back here and continue on in this story. After I've done that, I'm going to go back over to medium. Gosh. Do 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 do. I'm guessing you did Nitro Kart as well. We've got a bunch of characters now as well. So, we haven't locked them all, but, you know, is there any actual female characters? Other than Coco? No, Coco's the only female. Unless that's a female. No, that's not. Let's do a Cortex Cup. Let's give Cortex a go. Yep. So what was the track that you were stuck on? I want to first time beat it. I want to beat it first try. Because I would think that would be really funny. I just pressed the share button. Is it this one? I don't know. Might be this one. Ruse Tube. Still waiting for a reply. Oh, you said Crash Cove, didn't you? You said Crash Cove is what you're stuck on. On hard? Crash Cove? Oh my. Yeah, let's do it, let's do it. Get ready, George. You're about to get smashed. Okay? I'm about to, like, beat this first try. Get ready to cry, okay? I was gonna get some food. We'll go get some food then. What console are you playing on? I'm playing on PS4. We're both playing on PS4. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous. Am I supposed to like boost throughout the whole track? I'm 100% supposed to be boosting throughout the whole track. Beating this game on hard would be so hard. It would live up to the name. There's no way this is like actually plausible. They're gonna get complaints. I cannot believe that. That is... I've got to give it one more go. I've got to give it one more go. The look on Crash's face just then was like, yep, we got ya. Okay. Oh gosh, that was terrible. That was a real bad start. Come on, come on. It doesn't even feel like they're boosting at all either. I can't believe that. Like nearly the exact same time. You gave it a... Oh gosh. That's horrible. That's so bad. I can't believe that. Wait, it's only 40? What do you mean it's only 40? So, wait, it's only $40 for this game. Yeah, it wasn't pricey, man. I paid 40 for it. I think, also, I saw a news article saying you can get the Switch version for cheaper somewhere. But, I don't know how that works. What was I saying? That's ridiculous. That is there's no way I was ever gonna do that. Hard is way too much. Hard is absolutely too much. Speedruns for this game are going to be amazing. Watching someone speedrun this is going to be really, really, like, entertaining. Because it's going to literally be, like, every moment they turn around a corner, it's going to be like, oh no, there's going to be a bomb on them. And you just don't know, like, it's not predictable. You know? Like, yeah, sure, they can get, like, the best time in the map. But if someone messes up their run with like a bomb or a missile, or like they mistime a boost just a little, like that's down the drain. I reckon for the first like 2 months this game's out, the speedrunning community is going to be really competitive with it. Like it's going to literally change hands who's got the world record like every day or so. Oh, that's a cool effect. That's very cool. Oh man, I'm liking this map. It's giving me Nitro kart feels. Seeing people talk about like optimal speed boosts is going to be really interesting as well, because you know there's going to be optimal speed boosts, best places to boost and everything. Oh no, man, I'm kind of getting a little excited. I'm looking forward to a GDQ where this game's being played, because like I think the run of this game is going to be like 30 minutes and they'll beat it, or maybe not 30 minutes. Actually. That's maybe something like an hour, because each track's like 3 minutes or so. But like, I think like it's going to be a super interesting thing. I love GDQ. When was the last GDQ? I don't know. GDQ is super fun. If people don't know what I'm talking about, GDQ is Games Done Quick. It's pretty much like a big charity event where a bunch of streamers, or not streamers, where speedrunners get together and they will stream for a couple days of them playing games really quick. So it's Games Done Quick. For cash, for charity, and all the money goes to charity, and they give out prizes and stuff as well. But it's more about like the commentary and these speedrunners know their games as well, right? They're not just sitting there like, oh, I think I'm gonna do well. They'll get like 20 minutes into a game and they'll know if it's going well or not. They'll know, like, if they should have done something right, if they've done something wrong. They'll also tell you like little things about the game. It's quite interesting because they'll talk about the development of the game as well, because they've done their research, and then they'll explain like how bugs work and why they work, and like it is a really interesting event. Not all of them do that, right? Only the good ones do that. One of my favourite runners from GDQ, I hope he hasn't said anything wrong, ever, but I don't think he has, to my knowledge at least. That's the worst thing with never like staying up to date with people. Sometimes they just say bad things. But no, this dude just seems like, to me at least, like a really, really nice guy, and he's just like, he pushes forward, but he's called half coordinated, and he plays with like one hand. He's just like a really positive dude, really great. Like one of the first things I ever saw him run was Transformers, the Platinum Games Transformers. I can't remember what it's called, like Devastation or something like that. But he also ran like Nier Automata. He's a good speedrunner. He's got good commentary, he's funny, and interesting gimmick. He's a nice guy.
And that's how it's done.
I like GDQ. It's on like 2 times a year as well, because there's like GDQ and AGDQ, which is Awesome Games Done Quick. They're really nice people. Like if you want to get into speedrunning, they're like super open to like helping people as well. Usually speedrunners, they're like, join our Discord and we can all talk about like strats for this game. It's a nice community. I don't think I'll ever speedrun a game though. I don't think I ever will. Just because I do not have the patience to play the same game over and over. So are you thinking you're going to pick it up, Grim? Now that you're seeing the price tag, some content, you thinking, oh, I might give that a go.
What, you call that racing? Forget about it. If you's gonna race Oxide, you's gonna have to get past me first. I'm the speed champion here, and I'm gonna save the world. For a sizable fee, of course.
You kinda wanna. Ooh. You can afford it, man. You can afford it. So what are you doing now then, Judge? If you gave up, are you just playing through the game again?
Not good. Pass it on.
I wonder if each character has a different ending. That's like the thing they would do on Tekken. Like old PS1 Tekken. Oh, whoops. I looked away for like a second, and that's what happened. Dude, Tekken's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind playing an old PS1 Tekken. I was terrible at Tekken, but did I have it on disc? Yes, I did. And did I know it? Yes, I did. Oh, whoops-a-doodle. Fell off once again. Does this dude just have like unlimited bombs? Like, what's going on? Feels like cheating a little bit. Ah, no. Tried getting with a little bit of his own medicine there. This mask is a really good pickup, by the way, because it basically takes you at full speed, like as if you was drifting, but you're not. I think some kind of drift speed, at least, some variant. I've just got to stay out of that dude's way now. you know if you're behind him because there's a parade of bombs coming at you. Oh! Gosh, that felt bad. That felt like I was gonna fall off then. Like, instantly. I mean, you could hear it in my voice, and I was like, huh! I'd like it if they did an animation if, like, someone hit your thing. Like in Mario Kart, if you threw a banana down at some point, like, whether it's lap 1, 2, or 3, if someone hits it, like, they do, like, a little cheer. They're like, yeah! I'd really like that if they did that in this game as well. But, you know, like, other than, I'm not trying to diss the game. The game's, like, solid. Okay, for people that haven't already heard me say this, like, the game is really, really good. Alright. I think we've done it. I think we're, pretty much there. Oh gosh. I'm playing with danger, man. I'm playing with danger. Oh, I dropped that last time. Let's drop that right in the middle there. Alright, about to finish that line. About to finish that line. About to cross that finish line. Get a job. Oh, man. This is good. This is good, man. This is a good one.
You've beat me fair and square. I doubt you'll be this lucky with Oxide. Here's a key for your troubles. Ah, brother.
What's he planning though? He was doing like a little laugh there. I wonder who he's replaced with if you play as him. I wonder who these characters are replaced with if you play as them. Maybe it's not. Maybe you're just racing against them.
Well, the little terror vermin has finally collected all the trophies to become world champion. What took you so long? Now we prove who the fastest driver really is.
Seems kind of unfair. He doesn't have wheels or anything to deal with. Oh, nice. Alright, pinstripe. He's a cheater! I don't know if anyone saw that, or I don't know if anyone's watching, but oh my goodness. The dude, he left the line before! I swear, I remember that like being in the game before anyway.
Get in the slow lane, buddy.
Oh, he's gonna overtake me. Yeah, I knew it. I want to be ahead of him, and it's just because his like like if I'm not ahead of him, I'm gonna be really having a bad day. That cloud is horrible. It's as effective as the smoke isn't effective, or the ink isn't effective in Mario Kart. That ink in Mario Kart is the worst. It's just, it's not useful. It's never been useful. Stop it, dude. There we go. I don't want to be behind him at all, because those potions are horrible. Oh, God. We were quite lucky he chose this as the track, because you can't mess up too much on this track. This can't be the end of the game, surely. This feels really quickly, like. To have beaten this within a very short amount of time. If this is, I really do hope they release some, like, DLC for Nitro Kart or something. Because I would love to come back to this with new maps and stuff. What do you mean? Oh my god. That didn't feel right. If he overtook me then, I would have been really, like, upset. Sorry, I've gone silent. I'm really focusing on the game. Yeah, no, like this is solid. It's so good. I mean, if the only complaint I might have now is just the length. Like, I mean, I think the thing is though, like, it feels so short because I've enjoyed it so much that it doesn't feel like this has been like 2 or 3 hours. This only feels like I've been playing for like an hour. You know, like it doesn't feel like I've been playing for ages. They did a really good job. Got 100% beat it on hard, right? No. No way. That was horrible. When I played hard, like, nah. I wouldn't mind going back doing medium, but like hard is like, nah. I might actually see what I can do on easy, just see if I can get that percentage up.
I can't believe you beat me. I never lose.
How embarrassing. I'll be the laughingstock of all Gasmoxia.
Fine. Your miserable planet stays gushy and green. At least you still haven't gathered all my time relics.
Until you've collected all of those and raced me again, you'll never be able to claim you are the fastest.
This won't be the last time you'll face nitrous oxide. We will meet again.
Oh, damn. Crash sold his life story to a major movie studio. The film entitled The Color Orange. Oh, I couldn't read it. Crash can now be found somewhere on a beach down under, doing what he does best. Dancing and napping. Dr. Neo Cortez went back to his scientific research and discovered a new element in the periodic table. Numerous lawsuits filed to change the name, and he boldly closed for element 119. Cortex rules the worldium. Tiny Tiger, many fans admire his physical prowess and encourage him to start a series of online fitness videos. Tiny, oh, I couldn't read it. I couldn't read it. I'm just not going to read them. I'm not going to read them. Nah, do you know what? If you want to see them, you beat the game and read it, or you read it right now, because I ain't going to read it. I should do our own video game streaming service. Although our company is still in the red, share prices are going through the roof. It's appropriate. dude can dance though. Like, look at that. I want to see Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh's face, like, in the background. That's what I want to see. Oh my goodness, a firefighter. I wonder if this stuff was also on the original CRT. Or CTR, sorry. You know, like if I wonder. Oh yeah. He was the Las Vegas Tiger, oh my goodness. Racing and became a used car salesman. The used car salesman, that's pretty good actually. He had like a big office in Crash 1 though, Pinstripe did. The World Wrestling. The Bad Belly Bounce. Oh my goodness. What if it just showed up Sheldon from from Big Bang Theory, and all it said was Bazinga, and then he just got off the screen really quickly. I would like to see that. Oh my goodness. Good game. Not really much else to say, is there? I mean, it's just a good game. I never even saw this dude. I never saw like the end trophy guy. Now going back to his planet Gazmonia, a broken alien. Oh no. After years of therapy, Oxide emerged from the seclusion to begin racing again. Unfortunately, the unicycle was a poor vehicle choice, and his results accident in the end. Oh, I couldn't read it all. The unicycle was a bad choice. Oh, damn. Well done, Vicarious Visions. Well done. You did a good job. You know? Really well done. Come on. I love credits. I don't know about anyone else, but credits for me really are the highlight of the experience. Really great. I'm sure I could skip it, but you know, it's Toys for Bob. But they just gave me a really good game, so you know, give them the respect due. Play the credits. You don't have to watch the credits, but you just play them. That's I think how most video games end. I did not read a single credit at the end of FF7. I just spoke over it. A very special thanks to Naughty Dog. Much so, they made the original game. Oh man. Morgan. Oh my goodness, and an additional special thanks. Are they also going to thank their families and loved ones? And a special shout out to all the original Crash Team Racing team members who contribute to the game. Oh my goodness, look at that. Demonware. It feels really short, to be honest. Like, I'm not sure what it just does. It just feels like pretty short. That's like my one complaint with this, is it just feels really short. I suppose I'm just meant to replay things over and over again. I think maybe it's an issue, because last time I played Mario Kart, which is Deluxe, they put so many tracks in Deluxe. The amount of tracks in Deluxe is great. But yeah, no. I do hope they do a Nitro Kart DLC. I don't know if they've said anything regarding Nitro Kart at all, but I would love it. I'd absolutely love it. I would be more familiar with Nitro Kart tracks than I would with CTR tracks. And it seems sort of like there's only one ending to this game. Well, there's two endings, obviously, when you've collected everything as well. But it doesn't seem like you're going to get a different ending depending on the character you choose, which I thought would be why. You know, well, I didn't, not why, but I thought that was going to be a thing. But I suppose not. It's fine. Like, what? What are you going to do? Oh my goodness. This is going on. This is really going on. This is just like... I thought we'd be done by now, honestly. Is there a way to speed it up? I don't really want to skip it. Because what if there's a little thing at the end? I'm conditioned to watch credits all the way through. In case. I feel like we're close to the end of the credits anyway. Like, surely we're like 75% of the way there. Why didn't they put all these names like in a row? You know, instead of like just one giant line going down, why not like use the whole screen space? Come on. What a name. Kale Stedman. What a name. But they did a lot on the game. They worked really hard. William Way. Me and William Way go way back, actually. Knew him in, yeah, that one thing. Otto U. How is that you? Otto U? Otto Yai? How would you say that? O-T-T-O-U-I-U. Y-O-U. What is that? How would you say that? Do you know where data services? Oh my goodness, Greg Mayer. Oh, Xiao Ming. Xiao Meng. I like Xiao Ming, she's cool. Xiao is one of my favourite names. I like Xiao. That's a great name. I like X's though. X's are cool. Here we go. External event. I feel like I'm just going to skip it at this point. No, wait. We're nearly... No, we're not there. Every time I get misled. I'm waiting for the... And thank you, the player. Like, why is that not up at the top? Like, come on. I need my thanks. Like if they inserted my name into the credits. And thank you, Ethan. You did really good. Can we get an update? Can we get a patch? Just to thank me for how great I am. Please. Oh, there's the original music. Crash Nitro Kart original soundtrack by... So why is the Nitro Kart soundtrack in here, but it's not... This is just Crash Team Racing though. So maybe they are going to do some Nitro Kart stuff. I'm Googling it. Why did they call it Nitro Fuel? If like... Wait a minute, wait. Okay, I googled this. To unlock something, I need to complete something. So we're going to do that. The Nitro Tour Grand Prix will be in addition. Will be available for free on July 3rd. I wonder what that's going to be then. I wonder if that will be the. Okay, we got it. We've got to skip this now. That went on for ages. Scrapbook unlocked. Oh, this is really pretty. That was really pretty. Oh, do you know what? I might not be able to unlock this secret character actually until July 3rd. Oh, I just got Nitro Oxide. That's pretty good. Okay. I need a save point, wherever that is. I think there's one up here. Here it is. Let's just quickly give that a save. And let me just like, I just want to, because I just want to check the menu real quick. No, it's just local arcade and adventure. CRT challenges. Cup race battle. What's the crystal challenge? What are these? Crash Nitro Kart. So you're telling me there are Nitro Kart tracks in the game? Yeah, no, they're in the game. You just can't drive around the Nitro Kart. Oh! I wish they would add an adventure mode for Nitro Kart as well. That's sick. I'm trying to think which is the one I like. With the... Just do an Electronic Avenue.
As expected.
Let's go. Actually, I want to see. Did I get his car? I didn't get it. I have to get 100% to get his car. Unlockable and pit stop. Okay. So I need to look at what pit stop is. I have no idea what pit stop is. Oh, that's crazy. I can't believe this. Whole extra game I didn't even know about. I'm sitting here the whole time. I'm so sorry about that. I'm sitting here the whole time, like, talking like, oh, I wish they put these tracks in the game. No one at any point has updated me. I'm sure people didn't know, but the whole thing I've been asking for, it's in the game already. Oh my goodness. It is a little upsetting though that they're not, you know, there's not like an open world to get something. Unless that's what pit stop is. I don't know. Okay. They put their time in. I think this would have originally been a part where your wheels went down. Oh, I wish they did that animation as well. Okay. There's a lot of things that I'm like, well, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Oh man. Sick. Whoops. Whoops.
Get in the slow lane, buddy.
CDR right there, nice. Gosh, I hope that dude gets a little rocket from me. Little rocket raccoon. Oh. Alright. Boom. Absolute legend, I think, you know. That's what I'm just talking about myself, sorry. Didn't preface it. I was just talking about myself just for a second there. Absolute legend. I think that's what people are going to be saying about me from years to come, you know, like, oh, you are, yeah, absolute legend. Ethan? Dude, oh, absolute legend, you know. No one knew what made him such a legend, but absolute. No doubt in my mind, people are going to be talking about me for years to come. Boom. Well, I'm kind of done with this. Kind of done with that track. I want to see what pit stop is. I thought that was the last track, like last row. Right, let's see what pit stop is. Where is pit stop? Pit stop's here. Oh. Oh. This is what pit stop is. I don't know why I just didn't expect it. I just really didn't expect. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. I had to see. I just had to see. So I pressed X on that little button there, expecting a little PSN store page to come up and ask me to buy Wampa coins. Oh, thank goodness it did not ask me to buy Wampa coins. I had a really bad feeling. I'd been talking this game up, and I just felt like I was instantly going to be upset. Okay. There's a couple things we could do. There's a couple things we could do. Where's this going to take me? What is this?
If you collect 4 CTR tokens of this color, you can enter the Gem Cup. Score the most points in the 4 races of the cup to win a gem.
Oh right, I see what this is. Okay. So basically the only thing we have left to do now is like gem cups and time trials and all that. That's pretty much what we've got left. That's cool. You know, if you like extra content, that's cool. It's the kind of thing you do when you're like, you know, drunk on a Sunday afternoon. If you have, oh fuck's sake, I didn't want to do that.
Collect every crystal in the arena before the time runs out. If you get them all, you will win a prize.
I didn't mean to go in here. I guess we could check it out. Yeah, I'm gonna say there's a couple of things we could do left. So I was gonna stream My Name Is Pedro, my friend Pedro, yesterday, but I didn't. So I could totally be like, okay, well we're gonna play that now. That wouldn't take too long to set up. Oh, I like this actually. Nice little like open area with some crystals. I gotta get them all though. Actually, I don't mind this. This is pretty cool. I got a minute left. Come on. No time to be shit at the game now. I don't know if I'm going to actually come back and play a lot of this content. I feel like on a Switch, yeah, I'd do it. On a Switch, I'd come back and I'd play a lot of this. Because, you know, it's just easily accessible. But on a PlayStation, I'm not sure. I was talking it all big ups, you know, earlier. I was like, I'm gonna definitely do it. Now I'm like, I don't know. I like it. I think I got my money. I ain't got my money's worth, really. I mean, I paid quite a bit.
It might be time for an upgrade.
Time for an upgrade? There's no better card than this. There's no better card than this. Alright. So it's either time trials or we could play through the game again, like all the way through, on hard or medium, or we could definitely not hard though. There's no way hard. Did you guys see like what was going on hard? Like, I'm surprised. Georgie boy's been doing that all morning. Poor dude's probably hurt his head. What's this? Oh, it's a little penguin. It's a little penguin, dude. You know, just your average, run-of-the-mill penguin. There's like a purple thing. It's a little gem. It's just a gem. What is this? What's in here? Right, but there's like 2 ways to go. There's that and there's also another one. You gave up after like 2 hours of doing Crash Cove. Yes, what's over here? Alright, so this is just going to be another one of those rooms with the gems in them, yeah? go over there. I'm not even around the corner yet. Oh no, wait, maybe it's not. Maybe it takes you back to the start area. Alright. Alright. I like it. I like it. I do hope they like add a story DLC or something so I can play through some of these tracks, or I can play through the Nitro kart tracks easier, because it's nice that they included them in the racing like menu, because I didn't even know they were there. Like, I did not know any Nitro kart tracks were in this game. So it'd be nice like that they're in the menus and you can find them there if you do a single race. But if I could do a story, man, that'd be real stellar. All right. I think it's good. I think I'm good. I think I'm good with Crash for now. So I think I'm gonna take like a 10-minute break. Gonna like stop the stream, take a 10-minute break, eat something, and then I might stream my friend Pedro over on the PC. So if people want to see that game, then there you go. But for now, I think I'm pretty good with this. We might come back to it. Might not, who knows? I can really not be asked to go and do like a load of collectibles. I'm so lazy when it comes to games. Like, so lazy. I'm like the most lazy person you ever know. Progression. What have we got in here? Relics, CRTs, gemstones. Oh man. How you did 2 hours of Crash Cove, I do not know. There is no way I could do that for 2 hours, gosh. No. Right. I will see you all later. I want to thank everyone who popped by and stayed with me and talked with me. But it's done. Go home. Go home. It's done. Nah, I'll see you all later. Bye.